Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. In this particular lesson, what we're trying to do is create a routing system. So I want to try and make this as simple as possible, but routing systems do take a while to generate. So bear with me if we do several videos on this one. All right, so let's begin. Now, what is a routing system? So the routing system is the part that decides what page to load depending on what you've typed in the URL. It's as simple as that. It's going to load controller, what we call controller files. So what is a controller file? Now, normally when you're creating pages in PHP, you have something like there's some PHP code at the top, like so, and then you have HTML at the bottom here as you close the PHP tag. So some processing will happen at the top here. By the time we get to the bottom here, there's only HTML and you're just replacing some values in there. So that's the kind of system we want. And this top part, we're going to separate this into a separate file called a controller. So that's what the controller really is. And then the HTML will be a view file. That's what it is. So there's a view. This will be the controller in separate files. And then there will be classes so that we can abstract some of that functionality at the top here into other smaller files. That way, because we don't always need everything, we can put those into classes. That way, a class is only loaded when we need it. Alright. Then there's middleware that will run before the controller. So before a controller, there will be some middleware which will decide if a user really needs to see this page or not. Alright, so let's begin with our routing system here. Now, in this file, this is where we will put our routes. This is the routes.php file. So whenever you have a new page that you've created, a new controller, you're going to have to put its link inside the routes file. That way you are telling the system that if somebody types something that looks like this, then what they're looking for is this controller over here. So we want to simplify the process of adding routes. So we will copy something from, I think, Laravel and CodeIgniter use this system. So we're making a simplified version of that, right? So what I want to be able to do is create something like router is equal to, and then let's create a new router file, something like this, right? And then I want to be able to say router like this and do get something like this and put a slash here, and for home page that represents the home page, and then over here I'll put the controller. So it's going to be controllers slash. Now we don't have to write controllers actually, because this is the controllers folder and we don't need to repeat that. So all I can do is just give it the file name that I want to use in that situation, which will be home.php, something like this. All right. Now, if for example, I have another page like the login page, I will tell it what file to add. Now, I want us to also be able to organize our files into subfolders. So in this case, I can do something like create a folder called auth for all the login and sign up situations. That way we put those controllers in a separate folder. So what this should mean is that if somebody makes a GET request and that GET request has this following URL, then the system should load this file over here. So it should be simple and straightforward like that. Now, sometimes, for example, when you're logging in, when you first load the login page, that's a GET request. But when you click or type something in the form and click login, that becomes a post request. So we need to cater for that as well. So I'm going to duplicate that and do something like post. Okay, so same situation. If it's the same file that you want to load, when that happens, you specify that here. So let's add a few more routes here. There will be sign up, right? Sign up, something like this, right? Same thing for the post. We need sign up here as well. Something like that. So this is how we're going to be dealing with routes. But we need to also deal with complex routes where we have variables on them. So for example, I want to load the profile page, right? This will be a get request because we're just loading that page. We're not posting anything. And this will be like the profile page, something like that. But then there will be a slash, and then there will be the ID of that profile that you're trying to load. And let me put this one on profile. This is not going to be part of auth. I'm going to say profile.php, something like so. But maybe it is. I don't know how you organize your files, something like that. But then in the end, we need to be able to dispatch this router and say something like dispatch as a, you know what, let's simplify our lives. Let's just put the word run, something like that. All right. So there we are. So we have router and we define our routes, and then the system gets to choose which of those routes is supposed to run, right? Simple and straightforward, I hope. And we should be able to deal with variables like this. All right, so let me duplicate this just to show that we can have a different, maybe edit, something like that. When you're trying to edit a profile, it may look something like that. And this is probably, yeah, this would be a get variable. And you load whatever file you want to load. So let me just create these controller files so that we have something that loads when this happens. So I'm going to go to controllers folder, right click, new file. So here it's just some PHP tags, and I want to echo what controller this is. So I'm just going to say home controller, something like this, right? And save this bad boy. This is going to save it as home.php inside controllers. So I'll copy this text and let's do a few more. Now inside here, I want to create a new folder, the same controllers, and call it auth, because that's what we named our folder for the other routes. New file, let's paste that. This one will be the login. Let's save that and say login.php. Okay, in the same way, we will create the sign up. So let's do sign up. I'm just creating these so that we can see the routing system working by loading different controllers. Right click in the controllers folder now itself. We're going to echo the profile controller because this one is not in any folder. Let's save this bad boy, profile.php. Alrighty guys, this is looking good. So far so good. Now this won't work for now because in the routes file, this one, let me close some of these files that we won't be needing. Okay, we won't even be needing these controllers for now. Let me close those. Okay, so in our init routes, okay, great. So here we are instantiating the router class. So we need to create that class. So we're going to go inside classes. Now I want to organize classes as well into folders. So I'm going to say new folder in the classes folder. This one will be the core class folder, sorry, capital C for core. Make sure that's capitalized because class names are capitalized, so we want to maintain that as well. So inside this core folder, new file, let's put some PHP tags and save this file. This will be router now, capital R, because we want to match the file name with the class name. Alright, .php like that. Now you may be asking, what are classes and why are we using classes? Now a class in simple terms is just a collection of functions. So related functions, we put them in one folder or one container, which we call a class. That's pretty much all it is, but it's much more than that. However, that's a simplified version of things. So let's do class like this, and then we're going to say router class just to describe what this does. And I'm going to go here and say router This one does not extend any functionality from another class, so we're just going to remove that. And here let's create a private property. Now we're calling this property private, and a property is just a variable. So this property is private because only functions within here are going to have access to it. So I'm going to call it routes. This is what will contain all the routes. So this is just an array that will contain all the routes, but we need every function to have access to it within this class. That's where we're putting it out here. And then here I'm going to create a public function because I want this accessible from the outside. This one will be called a get function, which is exactly what we created in the routes.php file. This function and the post function. So we will need to create both. And as you can see here, the get function receives two params here: the link that you're referencing and the controller you want to load, as separated by this comma over here. So we'll do the same thing here, where both of those params are strings. So we're expecting a string, which is the the path, we can call it that, and another string which is the controller, or we'll call it the handler, something like that. Now this function does not return any value, so we'll put a full colon there and say void, because it returns the void of space. All right, so with this, now all we need to do is just add this route, whatever route we receive here, into this guy over here. So all we are doing is saying this. When we say this, we're referencing this class, this instance of a class. So this class routes, which is that private property at the top there, which is an array. So we're going to put inside a get. This is what we'll call the key for this will be get, because these are get requests. And then we'll put open and close brackets there to say add to the end of the array. So we're adding an array which will have path, like so, a key and value pair of path, and then what we call that, handler as well, same key value pair, handler, like that. All right, so simple and straightforward. We're just adding the routes to that. And then now I'm going to duplicate this to do the same for the post. There's nothing really different here, except we change that to post or post request. And then of course we're going to have the run function here. That way things will run like this. So this function is what decides which of those routes you've loaded should run at the moment. All right. So in order to run that, we need to make a few comparisons. So first of all, let's check what method we are currently on. So the method is going to be equal to server, like that. So this server variable, you can echo this or print it out to see what it contains, right? But server has a few variables that come with your system or PHP. So there's one called request method, something like that. Okay, so the request method will either be get or post or push or some other request method. So we don't want to run a method that does not exist here. So what we'll do immediately is check if this method exists in our routes. So we'll say if is set. Let's use the is set function. This routes, and then whatever method the user has sent to us. If we only care if it's not set, so let's put an exclamation point at the beginning there. So if it's not set, then we have a problem. We should die, or let's use the exit function. Okay. So in this case, we're just going to say either you run the page not found or something, I don't know, here, or you can just echo and say method not allowed, something like that. Method not allowed. You can also send an HTTP request. HTTP response header. Response. Yeah, the response code here. Good. That's what I was looking for. So code 405 is method not allowed. Something like that, I think. In any case, down here, if we get to the bottom of this and none of this has happened, it means we have a page not found. So I'm gonna say page not found, which everybody knows is 404, something like this. Okay, great. So far so good. If the method is wrong, we do page not found. But then let's now do some pattern matching over here. All right, so I don't want to wear you down, guys. At this point, this pattern matching is a little bit complicated, but a routing system sorry, excuse me. A routing system is very oh my goodness. The routing system is very important, so you really need to understand this part and how it works, because this is like the heart of the website. So I don't want to rush through this, so let's continue in the next video.